Hello friends, and welcome to the Honeycast. I am sitting here today at my desk with my feet on my grounding pad. I sit part of the day, I stand part of the day, the majority of the day, and I have my bare feet on a grounding mat, which is helpful for inflammation and more. It's like going outside when you're walking barefooted and your feet touch the earth, the sand, the dirt. The ions from the earth go into your body and it's very restorative. And so since I'm not standing outside a lot, I decided, well, I might as well biohack. This is what I call a biohack. I have lots of little biohacks I love to do because I want to give myself the best health that I can. Sunlight, so important. Grounding, so important. Water and hydration, so important. And I am even utilizing a H2 water bottle, hydrogen, that is helpful for, it's actually anti-inflammatory. It is helpful for gut microbiome, highest hydration, and more. So I don't mind if I do using these little things here and there to increase my longevity and also my health and my mitochondria and all the things that I really want to be supporting. So those are just a few ways to do it. I have a lot of other things too, but and that has nothing to do with my podcast today. I just wanted to come to you and let you know what I was doing. But now what I'm going to be talking about, I just created a new course that I am over the top, super duper excited about. It's called Blast the Belly Fat Bootcamp. And we just launched it. We had a wonderful launch. We have lots of ladies that are participating in this. I'm super excited over the next 8 weeks to be teaching on fat loss, specifically belly fat. Now, one thing that I do want to say is that we really can't target belly fat, but we can target it with certain foods, exercise, movements, lifestyle factors. We can target fat. And because fat is distributed in our belly and all over, we can reduce it. So can you do lots of crunches and planks and target that belly fat? Absolutely not, but you can target fat loss. I'm going to be teaching you ways to turn on brown fat, which helps burn the white fat, which is actually not our good fat. I'm going to be sharing with you foods that can help increase our metabolism, which is going to help us utilize fat for fuel. That's what we're doing. We're turning our body into a burner. I can't say these things without the number one thing, which would be weight training, but we're not talking on that today. We're talking about the foods. So here are some foods that are going to help with reduction of fat in your body. First one I want to talk about is apple cider vinegar. And apple cider vinegar has acetic acid, and acetic acid is something that not only supports best digestion, but it's also going to help your body store less fat because it lowers blood sugar response. So when our blood sugar spikes, that spikes cortisol, which causes our body to go into fat storage. So fat loss, honestly, is a lot about regulating blood sugar, not about calories in, calories out. That's a piece of the puzzle. But another piece of the puzzle would be lowering that blood sugar response after your meals. So the ACV before your meal is a great hack to help with lowered blood sugar levels, and it has been scientifically proven to help reduce belly fat. How much? I think you need to start with what you might tolerate and then move up. I do 2 teaspoons in 6 ounces of water. Up to a tablespoon is what you could use. I think the 2 to 3 teaspoons in it, actually 4 to 8 ounces of water is great, but you don't want to have it after your meal or with your meal. We don't want to dilute your saliva because there's enzymes in there that begins breaking down carbohydrates, fats, and proteins right when you start chewing. So we want to have that ACV before your meal. And because I don't like to get super full, my usual go-to is about a teaspoon. This is usual for me, 1.5 teaspoons in 4 ounces of water. Sometimes I will do the 2 teaspoons and 6 ounces depending on what I'm eating. If it's going to be lighter, I'll do the 6 ounces, but I don't like to get too much liquid in my stomach before I'm eating. The second food that is wonderful for fat burning is lemon juice. Lemon juice has also been proven to help with digestion. It slows down your stomach emptying, so it helps you feel fuller longer, and it also helps with blood sugar response. Again, we're talking about blood sugar. We're talking about helping you be sensitive to insulin. So put lemon juice in your drinks, put it in your salad. I love putting it on my veggies. I put it in my greens. I put it on fish. I love lemon juice. And then one of my favorites is putting it in cottage cheese with a little bit of essentials, which is an amino acid, a little bit of gentle sweet, and whipping that up. It is so sour and so good. Sour is so good for us, you guys. It does help in many ways to have the sour, to have the bitter. The lemon juice also is high in vitamin C, which helps us make carotene, and carotene helps us utilize our fat, helps us burn our fat. Who doesn't want that? All right, number 3, and this is Mac Daddy. This is protein. Yes, protein can help you lose fat. Our bodies have to work a little bit harder, 20 to 30% harder to burn protein. It's therefore a thermogenic food, which means it's turning on our fat burning. It is helping with our blood sugar control. Again, we talk about blood sugar. It increases fat oxidation, which is basically the use of fat as fuel. So protein is key, and it is suggested 4 doses of protein throughout the day, 20 plus grams of protein. 4 doses throughout the day is best. Number 4, believe it or not, omega-3 fats. No, they're not going to cause fat storage unless we're overdoing them, but when we are doing them in the right setting, utilizing our lighter S satisfying meals, we are going to turn on fat burning. Green tea. Green tea helps increase fat oxidation. It regulates our hunger hormones. It contains EGCG, which helps with thermogenesis, antioxidants, which help decrease inflammation. It suppresses inflammation, and it also helps with our good bacteria and stops bad bacteria. It actually is, there's a prebiotic in green tea, and there's also a calming mechanism. It's L-theanine, which helps us to produce GABA, which helps a calming sensation happen. So green tea, and you can also put matcha in there. Matcha is a different form of green tea. It actually has more antioxidants and more ECGC in the matcha, and you can actually throw in oolong tea along with the green tea as well. Next, we're going to be talking about fermented foods for many reasons. This is fat burning. Number 1, you're getting your fiber, you're getting your veggies, you're getting your antioxidants, you're getting your good bacteria. The good bacteria is actually going to help create more good bacteria. And did you know that we have certain bacteria that help turn on fat burning, like Akkermansia? Akkermansia is a bacteria that helps reduce fat. It helps turn on our metabolism. Akkermansia makes up about 3 to 5% of our gut, and 2 foods that feed Akkermansia: apples with a peel on and berries. I'm eating those every single day to make sure I'm getting my Akkermansia. And then our fermented foods would also help reduce appetite, and they also help lower blood sugar and insulin after meals. Those cultured vegetables and fermented foods are fabulous. And then we're going to talk about prebiotics. Prebiotics feed the good bacteria. They help with appetite control, elimination, detoxification, and they also help with insulin sensitivity. So we want to get those prebiotics in, and some prebiotics are chicory root, garlic and onions, asparagus, green bananas, dandelion greens, apples, and legumes, just to name a few. You can also throw in there baobab. So those prebiotics are going to be the food that your bacteria eat. And those are also going to contribute to the overall health of your gut microbiome, which also helps your body turn on fat burning.